The Demented Show crew would like to send our heartfelt wishes of love, light, healing, and rejuvenation to the people of Texas who have been so drastically affected by these catastrophic floods. We send light and love to you, your families, and your children. Now, on with the show.
Hey there. Welcome to Walker's version of a morning show. This is Coffee Talk, and this is going to be just an informal kind of deal on the porch with some coffee, smoking my cigarettes, and talking about whatever we want to talk about. First and foremost, I want to thank every single Bearded Scallywag member for supporting the Scallywag Network. This is building into something that's going to be absolute bomb fire. Now, if you have any ideas for topics or shows, reach out to me and let me know, and we will make sure to make that happen. Now, first and foremost, I want to say this. I've got a soundtrack for today, and that soundtrack is Rainbow. If you don't know the band Rainbow, you're missing out. Offshoot of Deep Purple. When Richie Blackmore left Deep Purple, he formed Rainbow, originally with Ronnie James Dio as the vocalist. This album, Down to Earth, is featuring a vocalist named Graham Bonnet, who absolutely is one of my favorite vocalists of all time. If you haven't heard Rainbow, you really need to. That's the soundtrack that I'm going to be playing today throughout the day. And let me just say, if I don't respond to the comments immediately, that's just because I have ADD. Now, I wanted to go through and, I'm a beard guy. I do beard reviews and, products and stuff. And I wanted to show you what I'm wearing for my scent of the day. And that is Bones Beard and Body Tombstone. If you haven't tried Bones Beard and Body, I highly recommend you do. Tombstone is a beautiful, smoky tobacco leather scent, and it's going to be just perfect for this nice gloomy day here in North Georgia. Hey, Marcus, how you doing? And I want to give a shout out to Marcus. He's been a really cool cat. He's a good buddy of mine. He's a brother. And he recently gifted me with the Boston Scally Jaws 50th anniversary cap package. And man, totally appreciate it. Totally appreciate it. So thank you, brother. I will be revealing that on the Demented Show tomorrow, along with my Jaws t-shirt. Now, let's talk a little bit about what's been going on. First in the news, this is not a forum to get political. This is not a forum where I'm going to, tell you my thoughts on political issues. But I will say this. This country needs to wake up. This country needs to start understanding that life happens. And, you know, there are certain things in the entertainment industry, in the political spectrum, uh, just in world view that you need to take seriously. But then there's other stuff you don't need to take so seriously, if you know what I mean. So just putting it out there that, if you want to talk politics and everything, message me in private. Uh, that's fine. But this is not the forum where I'm going to get into anything too deep. Now, I saw Sean just tried to pop in there. uh, but the other thing I wanted to show you was this absolute fire cap that I got from Chris Lopp at Funky Brims. This is a hologram citrus uh, linen cap that is absolutely fantastic. Fits like a dream. Uh, I gotta say that here in Georgia, it's always so damn hot that you need some good warm weather caps, and I didn't have but maybe one or two, and this is now my absolute favorite warm weather cap. So, Chris Lopp, thank you, my friend. I'm only seeing Marcus in here, but you know what? That's good too. There's a type of there's a type of camaraderie that comes with the bearded community, and especially in Bearded Scallywags. I've found Bearded Scallywags has been my home for close to 3 years, and I really appreciate the fact that just about everyone in Scallywags is an open, uh, good, just solid brother or sister. And, when it comes to depression and things of that nature, if you are feeling like you're not going to make it, reach out to a Scallywag brother or sister. I have found that they have always been there for me, and I am quite sure that they will be there for you as well. Um, we've got a lot of big things coming up on Scallywag Network. There's going to be more mental health. There's going to be more horror, more craziness, more demented stuff. The Demented Show on Sundays at 7 Eastern PM is really becoming its own beast, and I'm proud to be a part of it. Um, you know, uh, this first coffee talk, like I said, this is just a kind of dry run. This is kind of, me in all of my ADH glory, uh, talking about whatever hits my brain. Jimmy Bones, good morning. Uh, I was just telling the fine folks that my scent of the day is Bones Beard and Body Tombstone. Uh, Good to see you, Bones. I do want to talk about some of the things that have been going on in the bearded community. There's been a lot of drama, and not just from owners, from members, people who feel the need to make comments that, really aren't necessary, and people posting things that are pretty degrading to some people. And I just want to say this: the bearded community needs to come together. The bearded community needs to uh, be an alliance. Uh, right now, far from it, unfortunately. And it's like I was looking at the buy sell trade pages the other day, and I saw somebody comment that, or they made a post saying that, oh, I see guys selling their stuff because their car broke down, or their pets sick, or they can't make their mortgage or what. And he went on to talk about how you shouldn't be using beard products as a savings plan. Well, there's the thing. Most people, 99% of the people don't do that. 99% of the people, they buy these products because they love them. And, when they get into a tight spot, whether it's a pet being sick, or, they've got to pay uh, property taxes or whatever, you know, a lot of times it's easiest to get rid of the beard stuff. It's easy to put that online, and hopefully somebody will snag it. You know, uh, this guy made it out to be like these people are, just reckless with their money, and, trying to play the sympathy card. Look, man, doesn't matter why somebody's selling something. If you want it, buy it. If you don't, step off and let somebody else, you don't need to make snarky comments. It's just little things like that in the beard community that have been really bugging me. And this community, like I said, we need to come together. We need to become an alliance. We need to, when I first joined the beard community, it was, the beard community against the world. Now it's the beard community against each other. That to me, it's got to change. And let me just say, if you're offended by smoking, sorry. Um, if you're in here, let me know in the comments what kind of coffee you're drinking. I am drinking some Hawaiian Kona coffee this morning in my This Beard is a Saddle mug from beardedscallywags.com. I hope that everybody can become what they were meant to be. I want to see everybody win. Uh, the Scallywag Network wants to see everybody win. You have owners out there that support other owners, and it's fantastic. Ronnie Painter, this woman is a juggernaut when it comes to promoting other brands other than herself. And that's what we need more of, because there are some incredible brands out there, incredible owners, incredible companies that do get overshadowed. And I'm not just talking beard stuff. I'm also talking, there's private cap makers, there's soap makers. We need to support each other, bottom line. And kudos to the owners that support other owners, because you guys are the real badasses. Sadly, no coffee stuck at work. Got that high quality H2O. Sweet. All right, man. Well, DJ, I will have a cup for you, and I hope you have a great day at work. Now, I want to know, I really want to know what type of content y'all want to see. You can put it in the comments below, or you can message me or Sean directly. Uh, you know, we want to put out the most entertaining, best content we can, and we want your suggestions. So anything that you can give to us that we can run with, hell yeah. So please reach out to us or put in comments below what type of content you would like to see. Marcus, see, that's the thing, man. You know, back when in my younger years, I could drink flavored coffees. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I gotta have the stout stuff. I leave the flavored stuff up to my wife, who happy birthday yesterday, by the way. Um, but yeah, man, pretty much any type of coffee that that's a good day. Uh yeah, man. Bones, you're just right, man. Uh Everybody can have a seat at the table. Everybody can sit and break bread together and not fight over, who's got the bigger portion. It's quite simple, really. Nobody, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, nobody uh, on a humanity level in this community is better than anybody else. And you know, are there products that I think are better than some? Absolutely, of course. But that doesn't mean that the ones that I think are a little bit lesser of a product uh, don't have a seat at the table. Everybody, everybody in this community deserves a chance, and everybody deserves a chance without back talk and backstabbing. So, you know, now let's see, DJ, one-on-one with the company owners to get more insight and knowledge on the brand, and the owners themselves would be awesome. Yeah, look, I know a lot of the owners that I use. I'm friends with a lot of the owners that I use. Does that friendship that I have with some of these owners, does that play a part in, me being honest about a product in a review or something? Absolutely not. If a product's crap, I'm going to tell you it's crap. Um, you know, but it's always good to get, owners' insight. It's good to get uh, the community's insight, as long as that insight from the community or another owner is not bashing. There's too much bashing going on, way too much, and it needs to end. But that's the nature of the beast. People like to talk. People like to talk. People like to run their mouths. People like to, uh, put certain companies on pedestals, and that's fine in itself. Excuse me, but when you put a company on a pedestal by trying to smash another company, or you try to, downplay their significance, or even try to uh, put down the people who use that product, then that ain't right. That ain't right. Uh, let's see. I think impact 15 cents. People different 15. This is true, Marcus. Now you're gonna have to forgive me. This is the first real live show that I've done on my own, so it's kind of a clusterfuck. But you know what? like I said, this is just me chatting about whatever. Uh, I just want everybody to enjoy themselves. If you can be entertained by my stupidity, then I'm good. Now, tell me this, and I want to know in the comments, and even if you have to message me privately, what are you hoping for the fall releases? I'm a big fall guy. Uh, whether it's uh, flannels, caps, beard stuff, soaps, uh, stuff like that. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's related to fall, I'm excited for it. Uh, and as much as I like pumpkin spice, I don't love it. But there are a few companies that do it and do it well. Um, Me for fall, let's take beard stuff. Uh, I like the stuff with the smoky fallen leaves. I like the stuff that kind of makes you feel like you're walking in a fall field with leaves falling around you. With caps, flannels. There haven't been a whole lot of flannels that I've really dug for fall releases, but there's been a few. I'd really like to see a nice fall flannel that had some really good dark fall colors. Whenever you see a fall flannel, you see, you know, black and bright orange. You know, I want some muted browns. I want some I like orange. Matter of fact, orange is my favorite color, but I want them muted. Uh, for the fall, it's always gray, and I love that grayness. I love that muted tone to nature, and I'd like to see that in the flannel. Um, it's everybody's different, but that's just me. That's what I want to see. Apple orchards, yes, sir. Uh, Always love a good apple scent. Some brands do apple scents really well. I've had a few that have missed the mark, but apple. Now, I'm not a big sweet guy, so it's like when you get apple and caramel together to make caramel apple. Not really, uh, not really my jam. But if it's a good smoky apple with maybe some bourbon, oh yeah. Hey man, look, it is humid as Satan's taint here in Georgia. Yes, I have my shirt unbuttoned. No, I do not have the obligatory, gold medallion, but I might. Uh, you know, the Wicked Apple, yeah, Marcus, the Wicked Apple from Sons and Guns, absolutely killer. Um, you know, I'd love to see an apple scent. And Bones, are you listening? I'd love to see an apple scent that had, like apples roasted, roasted apples, falling leaves, you know, autumn air, maybe a pinch of, cannabis and some tobacco or bourbon. It'd be absolutely fantastic, I'm sure. Wicked Apple is badass. Yes, sir. Captain Scallywag. Now, I will say this. One of my absolute uh, joys used to be uh, when I could ride my motorcycle. I used to love riding my motorcycle through the winding country roads during the fall with the leaves falling and it nice and gray out, maybe just a hint of, coolness in the air to where you might need a hoodie. Uh, I can't ride anymore, but man, that's the smell of those backcountry roads during the fall when I was riding my motorcycle. That's what I want to see in a beard scent. Absolutely. So somebody make it happen. Uh, mountain rides. What? Oh man. I'm gonna tell you, I knew I couldn't get in here without, Madigan, giving me shit for something. So thank you, sir. If Sean Madigan didn't give me shit, I think our friendship was fake. Just saying. Well, I'll tell you what. I've been on here long enough. I appreciate y'all that popped in here, and I appreciate everybody that hopefully watches it on the replay. And if this is something that you want me to do on a regular basis, let me know, and I'll make it happen. Uh, like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of structured uh, content for this first episode. It was just kind of me coming out here and swinging it whatever I felt like. But like I said, let me know if there's topics you'd like me to cover, no matter how controversial. Remember that you matter. Uh, if you need help, reach out to a brother or sister. And please join us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern on the Scallywag Network YouTube channel, Demented Show. Tomorrow we got Chris Todd, actor, uh, musician, rapper, all around badass. Going to be a great show. So join me, Madigan, and Halsey, and I hope each and every one of you has a fantastic Saturday. Crush it, stay demented, and keep it scallywag. Peace.